Let's take a look at what happened with Tesla and with cryptos. We are going to start covering cryptos pretty much every single day because there's a lot of actions there. So Tesla closed at $329.65, up $10.24. That's 3.21%. Post-market just down a little bit. So now things are getting very interesting. The downward channel we have right here, downward channel, boom. Each time we come to that place, we cave in. It happened 3 times. The first time we did not know it was going to turn out this way. But after the second time, the third time was a given. Now, we are right smack on it. I cannot make this up. The stock market stops at these lines. It's not my lines that dictate the stock market. It is the stock market that dictates where I put the line. And when I put them there, the stocks are going to continue taking those lines into considerations. These are not my lines. These are the stock market lines. But my claim to fame is that I can notice these lines before they are being drawn, and I draw them. And then we can use them to fine-tune our strategies, our buy entries, when do we buy, when do we sell, and this is really helpful. Is it helpful? I'm going to show you how helpful it is. These yellow arrows are all buy signals that I called. You can go in the past. I have 2,000 videos on YouTube. You can go at each of these dates. June 26, 2024, you can go there and watch my video. Boom. So this is telling us when to buy and also when to sell. Sometimes we get a little bit sidetracked. It happens. I'm not going to tell you that this works 100% of the time. Nothing works 100% of the time. But we have ways to get out quickly when we realize that things are not going our way. That's it, that's all. So now, this is getting really interesting. So now we are right smack on the downward channel resistance. So are we going to bounce back from it? It's possible. This is what is supposed to happen. When we have a resistance, we are supposed to cave into it. Unless there's a change in the market that convinces more buyers to get in than sellers to get out. That's it. And yes, we have had several news coming in recently. The Model Y L 6-seater, longer wheelbase, 1 inch more on the top. We have a few pieces of news that came out of China that for sure, most likely these cars are also going to come in the US. But this is really interesting. We are getting some news. So maybe these news are going to convince enough buyers to overpower the sellers. Right now, we're going to conclude that we just know that we are at the frontier. We are at the frontier right now. Monday, we are going to see if we are going to cross that frontier or not. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, everything is good too. So we are above the 21-day moving average. DMI is good. And on the 1-hour chart, we have crossed this downward resistance right here. So the 1-hour chart is bullish. The daily chart, not yet bullish because we are still under this resistance. Stochastic is not over 60. DMI is not there. But maybe this is going to be resolved the next week. Also, let's not forget that we have Tesla's earnings call next Wednesday, July 23rd. So this is going to also have an impact. And let's take a look at the 1-hour chart for fun. Now the candle is complete. We have the same downward channel. We still are underneath it on the weekly chart. We have stochastic over 60 on the weekly chart. We don't have DMI, but we have stochastic, which is a bit more important than DMI because it is the indicator that is giving us the timing. The timing. Is it the time to buy? Is it the time to think long or not? Stochastic tells us that. Over 60, a 21-day stochastic, not the regular one. Over 60, think long. So we can think long right now on the weekly chart. We can think long on the 5-minute, on the 1 hour, on the daily chart, on the weekly chart. And the monthly chart is very close at 54, 58, and that could turn around as soon as we start breaking this downward resistance. So very interesting week. Now let's take a look at the VIX to get the pulse of the rest of the market. Fantastic. VIX at 1640. We love this. We want the VIX to be as low as possible. It needs to be below 20, absolutely. Now it's at 16. We love it. It's down 0.11 today. 20-year bonds moving down. We love this. This is helping the stock market. 10-year bonds moving down, helping the stock market. We love this too. Let's take a look at the stock indices. Dow Jones. This is a red candle, but the red candle only means that the close of today is lower than the close of yesterday. But overall, if you look at the overall price range, it is higher. Higher high, higher low than yesterday. So we can get some satisfaction with that. SPX, same thing, even though we have a red candle. NASDAQ, same thing. Don't forget, we are outside of the big bullish channel. This is good in itself. Russell, a little bit of a down day compared with the close, but in terms of the highs and the lows, we are still higher. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin, look at this. Let me backtrack a little bit. Let me go on the weekly chart of Bitcoin. This is the bullish channel that we have on Bitcoin. And you see the same patterns happen everywhere. We had a top right here. This is the slope of that top. Boom. Look at this. Right smack on it. Right smack on it. Last week we closed pretty much smack on it. This week we are just a little bit below. So this is on the weekly chart. Everything's good on the weekly chart. Great stochastic, great DMI. And this is my new indicator that I've spoken about on Discord. Daily chart. Let's look at the daily chart. So we had some resistance at 11,940. We had resistance right there. When there is a resistance going sideways, we call this a congestion zone. When we have a break of that, it's a buy. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it didn't make millions, but it moved. It was a significant move, and the people that got into this are in profit. I called it on Discord, July 10th, boom, Bitcoin is moving. So where is Bitcoin heading to? This is pretty much like Tesla. We need to stay consistently above this resistance right here. This is the resistance. We are zigzagging. We are having a hard time with it. We need to break above it. If we stay consistently above it, this is going to be bullish and we should be continuing. This is the bullish channel. This is the slope. This is the slope of ascent of Bitcoin since April. I am like a weatherman. We have a big cloud that is going in that direction at that speed. So yes, I can extrapolate where it could go if everything stays the same. I don't make magic. I am a trend follower. So this is the trend that we have with Bitcoin. So the trend would mean that in November, we could have a Bitcoin at 150,000 on average. At the low at 138, at the high 170. This is the trend. This is what a trend means. This is trending. Bitcoin on the daily chart is good. We have stochastic over 60. We love this. We have a DMI also. So, all of our indicators are good. Yes, it's possible that we cave in a little bit down to 111,940. This happens. We have a resistance. We break it. We retest it and we go. It's possible that here we go through. It's possible, but it tends to work. It tends to do this and then bounce on it. So yes, some people that don't know this might get scared. Oh no, shoot, it is going down, blah, 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 blah. Don't be scared. It's supposed to do that. Sometimes it does not, but it's supposed to do that. Let's look at Palantir, May 2023. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. So we had our horizontal resistance. Yes, it did the fluke here. It did the fluke. Here, this is the horizontal resistance. It broke a couple of days, retested, and look at this. This is perfect. This is textbook perfect. Broke, retested perfectly, and then boom, it was gone. So hopefully something like this is going to happen with Bitcoin. So the big question is, should I enter Bitcoin right now? I'm not a financial advisor, but if you enter Bitcoin right now, prepare to have a drawdown to 111,940. Prepare to do that. If you don't want that drawdown, we can go on the 1-hour charts, and we have some support right here at 115. We have a little bit of support too at 115. If you enter right now, you can get out at 115. This is a closer stop loss. So getting in at 117, getting out at 115, that's not too bad. That's just a couple of percent of a drawdown. And then if we go through, you get out and you wait for Bitcoin to do its thing and then come back up, and then you can get back in again. This is one way of doing things. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Let's first look at the weekly chart. So Ethereum is into this big symmetrical triangle. The tops are going down, the lows are going higher, and we are zigzagging between the two. This is what's happening right now. This is the pattern that's at play. So very recently, and again, the same pattern, we had a resistance right here. Yes, we had the fluke. It happens. But then, boom, it broke. Boom, it went. And this one did not even retest it. It was just going so fast that never mind, I'm just continuing. I'll go to the bathroom at the next rest area. So this is moving super high, super fast. This is vertical. When something goes vertically, it does not go that long. So we are expecting it to start cooling down a little bit. And we are seeing the first sign. When you see a candle like this with a long wick at the top and no wick at the bottom, this is showing us that we tried to go higher, but the sellers pushed us down. There were more sellers than buyers today at that price point. So this is suggesting that we could be cooling down a little bit before having maybe another leg up. And if we have another leg up, we have resistance at 3,900 and at 4,000. This is where we could go after maybe a little bit of a pause as the destination. So these are very important numbers that you can take into consideration to help you with your trading of these two cryptocurrencies. In terms of economic data, we got some data this morning. Building permits, 1.397. The forecast was at 1.397. So buildings are up. Housing starts, the forecast was at 129. We had 132. The economy is doing pretty good from that perspective. Michigan consumer sentiment, forecast 60.5, we are at 61.8. So we are starting to see that the economy is doing a little bit better. So Powell, if he is still in place, should maybe lower the interest rates a little bit. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Tesla offers deals as EV incentives near expiration. So the $7,500 federal tax credit is expiring after September 30th. So if you want to buy a Tesla, go check out the deals. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Model 3 now comes with free supercharging and 0% APR financing interest rate with FSD. When I say Elon is back, he is back. He wants to increase the sales of Teslas, and he is doing everything, and he is pulling all of the levers. Nice financing, a new Model Y in China, and new Model 3 in China also with a longer range. So we are going to get a fantastic week next week. We are going to be there front and center to watch what is happening. At this junction, this is the downward channel. We just broke 326.34, which was another resistance that we could have caved under, but we broke that one. And there's 335.73. So we need to watch all of these to see if we cannot break those. Stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member, in which case we are also going to talk on Sunday, where I do Tesla Weekly Live and where we look at all of our stocks that we have in our big, huge, humongous watch list. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.